Hi, I'm Dennis, and thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. You know, a long time ago, my dad used to do a lot of stuff for Navy and NASA and stuff like that, and timekeeping and time used for cameras, you know, and cameras were used film, and they didn't have digital, so there was a timing issue for catching slow motion or speed, you know, things that are moving too fast. You had to slow them down by frame. Anyway, that's what my dad was involved in. So because of that, I used to drive him crazy, and mainly just drive him crazy. That brought me up to what I'm doing now. I'm doing a review on a Tissot, okay? This is the PRS 516, billion numbers after that. And I've been wearing it for just a little over a week. And I'm a machinist. I do a lot of stuff on lathes and mills and stuff like that. And anyway, I'll probably repeat that. But I'll put this on the overhead camera in a minute, and we'll get to it. I'm not going to do an unboxing because a box is a box is a box. Whoopie-doo, right? So why do we want to watch me open up a stupid box? Let's talk about the watch. And I don't get paid for this review. I can tell you whether this is a good watch or a bad watch. I can say whatever I want because I bought it. It's mine. It doesn't belong to anybody else. I don't have to send it back, and I'm not. And so, na-na-na-moo-moo. It's my watch. So anyway, with that in mind, let's take this watch, put it on the overhead camera, and take a look. So here we go. Let's look at this PRS 516 with a bunch of numbers behind it. First of all, Tissot has this series of 516, PRS 516s, with a bunch of numbers behind it. I mean, really, a lot of numbers. And every one of the ones with lots of number, PRS 516 with lots of numbers, and if the numbers change in it, it affects this portion of the complication. They all still have this has this here. The timing piece, you know, the sweeping hand, whether it's a sweeping hand or whether it's this little one, they all still move the same way in this fashion of non-clicking. In other words, it's not going so that gives us an indication that the movement of this and all the rest of them are the same, but they're excellent ones. They really are nice. The band that comes with it is a leather, red stitched with red center cut out of it. It's supposed to be, I think, something about sports. Different colors. They got blue, they got green, you know, I don't know. But on this watch, it's 42 millimeters from this edge to this edge. Over here, the circumference of the case. It's 45.2 going from the crown to the edge of the case. Now, with that said, we could find out how thick it is we'll turn it on its side and we'll measure it. Bingo. And so that says it's 15 millimeters. 15 millimeters thick. The watch banding on it. You know, when you buy a watch, you get all this information. I don't know why I'm doing this, but hey, whatever. It's a 20 millimeter band. Okay. It weighs 188.58, I think it is, grams. It's a pretty hefty little fat watch. As you can see, it's a fat watch. Okay? Now, it has, as you can see on this here, you have the day before, the current day, and the day future. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to be Tuesday the 28th. Today's Monday the 30th. Yesterday was Sunday the, whatever. So in other words, you have your different dates to show up on it. Now, to further information, we'll move on. So if we turn it this way and we look at the post that operate the the little timepiece. If you push it, it's a stout little click, and as you can see, it's running. All right, so that's pretty good. Runs fairly smartly, and I'm going to stop it about here. Okay, and as you can see, it's halfway between the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock position. Now, most watches, when you want to return it back to start, you push the B button, A post B button, sets it off and stops it. And the B button is supposed to continuation and hold time lapsing, or either return it to start position. Like Seikos and Equinoxes and Rolexes and a few other ones. When you push the B button, the little arm usually goes from its current position and goes clockwise to the 12 o'clock position and stops and locks. Not so on these. This one does it different. Gotta watch it closely now. Here, let me see if I can get you close. Here we go. Ready or not? Watch. I'm pushing, and it'll click. Now, did you catch it? Did you catch it? It went from here, not this way. It went from here to there. If I was to again set it off and let it run its course till I got over on this side of the 6 o'clock position, from 6 to 12, somewhere within here, it'll go this way to this thing. It travels the fastest way it can to the 12 o'clock position. And here we go. Oh, by the way, if I stop it here, I can't. This does not have that ability to run different things. So here it is. I stopped it. Where is the arm? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we know this here is noon, is 12 o'clock. This is 6 o'clock, right? There we go. All right. And we know that if I take this little jewel, okay, there it is at 7 o'clock right there. And I push the B button right here. Watch what happens. Watch it closely. Boop. Okay. You notice they went from the 7 straight up. Didn't come back or went that way. So in other words, it travels the fastest way to get back to start. Why the B post doesn't give me dual stop mode capabilities and keep measuring the amount of time passing, I don't know. All right, that's this watch. Okay, but anyway, that's the chronographer right here, the timepiece. Okay. It has this little, this thing here to tell you, for tachometer, but hey, I'm not worried about that, but it is nice. It's got a nice brush feel to it, brush leather kind of thing. This is a sporty leather look, you know, the red inside the circle, the red stitching. There's other ones that are sporty too, and they're like blue or yellow or whatever. Some named after the NFLs or the NBA or NASA or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But they're all PSR 5/16s. So that's this part. And the time in the timing keep, if you watch it still, it doesn't do the it's a constant sweep. Okay? Like a high-end Rolex. Okay? Because the main reason is because the inner movements of this are on the same level as the high-end Rolex. Now, this watch, this one here runs anywhere about $1,495 on up to about $2,200 depending. But anyway, that's about what it costs, depending on a couple things, what PSR 5/16 you get, and also that's it. Anyway, this one here has nice brush metal on it. As you can see, it has a very nice brush. But another thing along the same lines, and I'm not wearing white gloves, so I might want to just take it and just do a little bit of polishing. There you go. Just a little wipe off, huh? Because I'm going to show you the side. And look at that mirroring finishing. Isn't that nice? It's on all the sides of the Equinox. Now, this one here, not Equinox, sorry, the Tissot. Now, this one here is waterproof. I think it goes to 300 or 200 meters. I forget. And, you know, I'm not really worried about it. But anyway, let's move on. The other thing is the buttons, these plungers, and are external of the casing, and they're sealed from. And when you push in on them, the mechanism and what transfers the energy to the inside is sealed, so it maintains its water resistance. The crown itself has a nice little T on it for its because of its maker, and it's a screw-down crown. So if you screw it down, then it's waterproof, and then you can bring it up, and you can undo it, and boop, it pops up like that. And when it pops up, you can do different things with this thing once it pops up. You can bring it up to, you can bring it up one level, and when you do, you pull up on the stem, one little click, there like that. The timepiece right here keeps on sweeping, but we are affecting now the date, the day and the date, okay? And one way will make the date go move, and the other way makes the day. So like today's Monday, the 30th. So if we turn it this way, the day, the 30th, will change to the 31st, and so forth and so forth. And if we turn it the other way, it'll go from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday. So in other words, what happens is the outer part moves this way only and will not go the other way. And the day will go this way only and will not go the other way. Okay? It'll advance to Tuesday, to Wednesday, to Thursday. This will advance to the 30th, the 31st, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, like that. Oh, somebody's doing a radio check on me. So that's what this stem does. Now, if you pull it all the way out, it's hackable. The timing, these seconds will stop, and so you can set this up when you go to UTC, and you get that going on like that, you can go ahead and set it up and get it right on the money. This watch has been able to maintain for about a little over the week that I've been wearing it. It's a 2 to 3 seconds a day watch. And in fact, it's a little better than that. But anyway, I think it's like, I might find out it's like maybe 3 seconds a month. I'm not sure. I think that's what it really is. I'm keeping track of it, and I have not adjusted the time or the seconds at all. So I just keep it going like it is, and we'll see. And at the end of the month, a month of wearing this, I'll know. And then I can be happy. I mean, I have a Seiko Grand that's, it is like 2 seconds, 1 to 2 seconds a month. It is really accurate. It's nice too. Cost a pretty penny, but here what? That's it on that right now, on this part. Now, let's flip this over, because remember, this is an auto. If we flip it over, you can see its movement pieces in here. And notice how it's doing that? What's that indicating? Well, what that's telling you is because I flipped it this way, I just flipped it and then it keeps on moving. The reason it's doing that is because the movement is so balanced and so accurate that the winding system on this is reflective of that. And what I mean by that is that this piece freely moves this way. All it wants, just rotates until its little heart's content. It's on a nice bearing, a jeweled bearing and system, and it will do this. But going the other way, if I try to see how it stops, just watch it. See how I kind of got that hesitation? Look at that. Watch it. Can you see that? Let me see if I can get that closer and you can see that better. Okay, now I'm going to stop it. See that? See how that... See how that stops and balances there? That's because the gearing mechanism only winds in this direction, but not this. And now, Tissot will tell you real quick, if you call them up, what's wrong with my balance wheel? It kind of goes real fast one way, just gets lickety-splitting around, but on the other way, it doesn't do it that way. It's because they didn't want to put a winding mechanism in it that would wind this way and this way, because sometimes, depending on what's going on, temperatures and things like that, this little wheel has the little gears in there, and if it winds both ways, it can get trapped in between and lock and not wind. It has that potential. All watches that do that have that potential. Well, just like, Patek and the rest of them have learned about this and have demonstrated this, let it free wind one way, all it wants, and then when it comes back, it'll wind. It only may turn it a little bit, turn the winding mechanism a little bit, maybe, 3 or 4 clicks or whatever, but it will wind it over the whole day. It will wind it and it will maintain. Anyway, that's the one thing I wanted to show you. And then the other thing is that is so cool of a design. That is just too awesome to me. Look at this design. Oh, it says it right here. 100 meters, 300 feet. Okay. All right, that's good. Water resistant. Chronograph, sapphire crystal, automatic. I love this non-reflective stuff. Okay, anyway. That's this. See, anything else I want to talk about this little watch? since I've been wearing it, I have knocked this thing around. Like I said before, I work on machinery, lathes, mills, working on guns and weapons, and I go through doorways and things of that nature, and I'm knocking this watch a lot. But I'm going to tell you, it has no scratches at all anywhere on this watch. I mean, really, none, not one little scratch, not on the crown, not on the body, nowhere, no chips nowhere. It's just an awesome made watch. Anyway, that's it. And remember, I don't get paid for this review. So here's my thing. It is thick. It is heavy. Would I buy this watch again? I don't know. I can't answer that question. Definitive. I really, really can't say, oh, yeah, sure. No, I can't. I do like it, though. I mean, I don't have regrets for buying it. It's a nice watch. It shines beautifully. I really like it. That reason. Okay. And it fits nice on my hand, and it looks nice on my hand. So I really do like this watch. So would I recommend you to buy it? If this suits your fancy, if the thickness doesn't bother you, if the weight doesn't bother, there's 188 grams, people. Not a little balloon here. It's a working watch. This is a working watch. It was made to be a working watch. I can tell that by the weight and what it's gone through already. I have a feeling that when I come back in a month and pull the timing off of this and look at the body and see how much scratching has gone on from me wearing it, I have a strong inclination that this watch is going to be awesome. And so I'd buy it. I'd tell people, if you can find it, hey, look around. You can find them in the gray market or whatever. You might find them cheaper, and that's good. That's a good thing, I don't buy too much in the gray market. Well, I don't have to explain why. Anyway, that's it on this, and I hope you guys really, really enjoyed this review. So let's come back up and let's finish this up, okay? Okay, well, let me move this back out of our way. Here we go. My little boom there. You can see the wire for the camera, huh? How about that? I'm really high tech here. Not. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, this review on this. And like I said before, if I haven't, I'll repeat it now. I don't get paid to do this review. They didn't pay me at all. If they want to, they can, but they won't. But that's the review on this watch. I hope you enjoy it. It's a good maker. It's a good manufacturer. There are some other ones that I was thinking about buying, and there is one that I really, really like. The design and everything. It's an auto. I like auto. I have quartz. Okay, and I have solar. I have what do they call those things? Perpetuals. Yeah, those and some of these other ones. But for as I'm concerned, my favorite, I have a Vicquinox that I really, really like. I don't know. I'm just crazy about this one watch. I don't know why. It doesn't do anything, but I think why I like it is because I have beat the crap out of that thing I've had it for almost a year now, and I think, anyway, I beat the crap out of it. And when I look at it, I mean, really look at it under my not microscopes, but my glasses for doing close in work, my loupes and things like that. There's no scratches on that darn thing. I don't know what it is about some of these makers and their cases. If you buy cheap, you'll get a cheap case. If you buy good, you'll get a good case. If you buy an excellent watch with an excellent case, you'll get something. And maybe this Tissot is going to do that. Maybe it is. Maybe it'll turn out to be a real tough little booger. Going to wear it for another month or two, and we'll see. If there's a change in the review and the thing starts breaking up or chipping up or showing real bad signs of wear and tear because you couldn't handle me, I'll let you know. Other than that, you guys have a super fine day, and remember always, keep your powder dry.